This week on Inside Boulder News, council members help deliver food with Meals on Wheels, 2 coyotes are killed after an aggressive incident, and the city hosts an open house on new flood mapping provisions.
Welcome to Inside Boulder, featuring topics and stories that impact the community of Boulder, with Patrick Von Kaiserling and Jennifer Bray. And on the news set, Natalie Wood brings you the stories making headlines this week. Inside Boulder News starts now.
Welcome to Inside Boulder News. I'm Natalie Wood. Although many people don't know it, hunger is a serious problem in our community and across the nation. Council members assisted Meals on Wheels in distributing food to residents on Wednesday in the annual Mayors for Meals Day campaign.
Where my route is in one of the more depressed areas. I do the trailer parks, and it's pretty eye-opening that we have some of this poverty in Boulder.
We do have pockets of hunger.
Surprisingly more than most Boulderites would expect.
Part of kind of social sustainability, I think, is trying to make sure that we provide services to those people.
So here's your meal.
The International Association of Independent Meals on Wheels agencies is strictly devoted to hunger in seniors. But Meals on Wheels of Boulder, because we receive no federal funding, we can serve everyone, including younger people who have debilitating diseases, chronic illnesses, injuries, disabilities, that kind of thing.
It really builds awareness and just helps us know one of the services that the city funds, what we're funding and how it's going.
I'm really interested in trying to understand better the city's programs, and we provide a bunch of funding for Meals on Wheels, and really just wanted to get a sense of what they do, who they serve, and celebrate the volunteers who make it all happen.
We have 20 drivers every weekday, and among them all they deliver about 200 meals a day. We like to say they keep the wheels turning.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
If you'd like to volunteer for Meals on Wheels, visit mowboulder.org. 2 coyotes were killed last week after reports of an aggressive incident. Colorado Parks and Wildlife worked with the city of Boulder to remove a young adult female and an older adult male coyote on city open space east of Foothills Parkway. The 2 coyotes reportedly surrounded 2 5-year-old boys who were playing near the creek. When one of the boys ran to his father, a coyote chased him and bit his leg. The bite resulted in a scratch but did not puncture the skin.
When this happens, that coyote starts showing aggression toward people, it's something we take very seriously, and it's not as if we have an alternative option for them, particularly in a case like this where the coyote bit a person. At that point, that individual does need to be removed.
The city completed a 4-week hazing program for coyotes in this area in February, and coyote patterns seem to change. This incident was the first reported since the hazing program ended. Staff plans to review results of the hazing program this summer. Spring is officially here, and that means black bears are making their way out of hibernation. This week, the city held a public education session to get prepared for bear season in Boulder.
We usually see bears waking up or becoming active in April, and then they're active usually through the mid-November. But now's the time that we're starting to think about making sure we're reducing attractants and making sure that we're not making the city of Boulder more inviting than adjacent natural areas for bears. As we've noticed in watching bear activity over the past few years, the primary attractant in Boulder to bears is trash. So they are coming into town to feed on trash. So securing trash is a really important, if we could conquer trash being secured in Boulder, we will have come a long way.
For more information on the Urban Black Bear Education and Enforcement Project, visit the city's website and click on Urban Wildlife. The city also held an open house this week to collect public input on revised floodplain mapping for Upper Goose 2 Mile Canyon Creek. Staff provided information on how the proposed floodplains in the area have changed and how the revised mapping may impact property owners.
The revised mapping is substantially different from the last time the creeks were mapped about 20 years ago, and it will provide awareness of flood risks in the area. The City of Boulder has 15 creeks that flow through, and approximately 15% of the city is located in a 100-year floodplain. It's part of the city's responsibility to do the best job we can to estimate those flood risks. We try to keep all the floodplain maps updated every 10 years. This floodplain was last mapped 20 years ago, and land use changes, better mapping, and better technologies in the computer models we use to simulate these floodplains results in good changes to the mapping.
For more information on mapping and flood risks, visit boulderfloodinfo.net. Last week, Centennial Middle School asked Boulder firefighters to shave their heads, and they answered the call. Here's a look at how Team Boulder Fire Rescue queued up for children's cancer research.
The event contacted us and asked us if we could bring an engine out to support the event. And from there, we just all started saying, let's get our heads shaved and support the event. And we all started to collect money and signed up. In total, we had 11 Boulder firefighters sign up to come shave our heads. Collected a little over $7,000 for the cause. Thought it felt awesome to get our hair shaved. You know, it's something really, really small for a much bigger cause that we can do to help our community out for this type of research.
If you'd like to donate to the St. Baldrick's Foundation, visit stbaldricks.org. Thanks for watching Inside Boulder News. Stay in touch with us on Facebook by submitting news tips and questions, or send a Sign Me Up message to mycitynews@bouldercolorado.gov to receive video updates like this newscast in your inbox.